Welcome back, my students. Now, let's go to the second part of our we call the video explanation. Alright. But before we start, I need to revise some information with you. Right? So, so let me remind you what's the genre of the story. Alright, it's already what? Yes, it's historical fiction. What does it mean by historical fiction? It's events that happen in real life in addition to some are made up events by the author himself, right? Second thing, right, when we're going back to the first paragraph, why the story, right, as I said, some of the is a real fiction, some of the events are not real, they are made up events. So this the author himself made up those kinds of events, right? It's not real, actually. All right. Then, within paragraph 2, we're introduced to Miss Hollister. What's the mission of Miss Hollister? She must be what? In communication with who? Who is right? With Mr. William Beebe. Alright? Why? She might be his assistant, so alright, she is gonna be what we're gonna be knowing is that she is his assistant, right? Or she is the one who works with him. So Miss Hollister works with who? With Mr. With Mr. Who remind me? Yes, Mr. William Beebe or Mr. Beebe. Alright, as well as an assistant. Okay? As an assistant. As an assistant. As an assistant for. Alright, so let's go back to the bathysphere again. Alright, just a moment. Alright, starting from paragraph 3. Alright, what do you think? Right, let me firstly, before what do you think, let me tell you, you have mostly 20 seconds to read it, to read paragraph 3 and 4 silently. Alright, and then we're gonna be back. Okay. Alright. Then Miss Hollister replied to who? Miss Hollister replied to Mr. William Beebe. Alright, what was her reply? Oh yes, of course. Alright. Okay, she has to accept that kind of order from him. It's not an order, but it's a must for her. Alright. Replied as a non-committal tone possible. It's very important actually. Why? What does it mean by that? What does it mean by that? Alright, look at that one. Is she interested? She has she has to say yes, but is she interested within that? No. How could I know? It indicates what? She is not convinced by that kind of idea. What kind of idea? Alright, of the bathysphere. So, what I want to tell you about the bathysphere is, it's sort of what? Alright, I'll tell you. So, Mr. William Beebe, right, he decides to create a sort of submarine, alright? That kind of submarine is going down into the ocean waters, inside it, right? Yeah, in the deep parts of the ocean. Yes. That's why when he told her that you must be in deep communicate in constant communication with me. Alright, he wants her, right? He might be lost in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. Alright, when she replied back, oh yes, of course. She must say yes, of course, alright? But her tone is that as a non-committal tone as well. She's not convinced by that kind of idea at all. Alright? That's it. Alright. So let's go for alright. Paragraph 4. Mr. Barton and I will be diving in the usual spot in the Bahamas. Bibe continued. He smiled at her. At least you will get a beach vacation out of it. Alright. So, what do you think? Okay, I think we are introduced to the third character in here, which is Mr. Huh, Barton. Alright, so Mr. Barton and Mr. Beebe, alright, are gonna be what? Are gonna be diving within the usual spot. This word is very important. Alright, what does he mean? Alright, what does the word usual spot indicate? It indicates what? It's not the first time. It's not the first time to do that kind of diving with the bathysphere. It's not the first time, right? So this word is very much important for your usual spot. What does it indicate, right? So the same point, okay, they're doing that kind of research, the discovery they want to do, right? He smiled at her. At least you will get um, a beach vacation out of it. Alright, when going back to paragraph 5, right? Paragraph 5. Paragraph 5. What do you think of it? Although Miss Hollister agreed to it, she wasn't eager for the assignment. She liked and admired Phoebe, but the whole idea, as I told you, you'll see that the whole idea of the bathysphere made her extremely nervous and a bit claustrophobic. Alright, that paragraph is way much important. Right. How? Firstly, alright, when Mr. Will, when Mr. Bibe told her about that, okay, she has to agree. She must be in continuous communication or constant communication with her. Alright? But, alright, hold on just a moment. Alright. Although Miss Holster agreed to it, she wasn't eager. What do you think? What kind of figurative language do we have in here? Yes, do we have, right? Is it, what kind of characterization? Is it direct characterization or indirect characterization? Alright, let me tell you the difference between direct characterization and indirect characterization. What's the difference between both of them? Alright, for the direct types of characterization. Alright, alright, firstly, characterization. Alright, we've got two types in here. Two types of characterizations, alright? Direct and indirect. Okay? For the direct, for example, if I said, you are smart. You, sorry, you are smart. Okay. So I described you as smart one directly. I said it directly to you. Alright? That's why it's been named as direct. Alright? For the indirect. For example, how? Alright. I can mention that you can answer any question. Hard question. So, did I mention your character or your traits directly to you? No. That's why it indicates what? Indirect. So we've got two types of characterizations. Direct characterization and indirect characterization. Once again, direct characterization, when I describe you directly, I give you a trait. Alright, you are smart, you're intelligent, you're right, you're what alright, you're popular. Alright? That's direct. I give you right. But I give you a direct characterization. But if I said um Jack is liked by all of the people. Did I mention any adjective in here? No. Alright. So it indicates what is popular. Right. But did I say popular? No. So it's indirect. That's the difference between direct characterization and indirect characterization. So in here, in our script here. Alright. Our script, sorry. Alright. Within here. When he said that. Alright. He said what? She wasn't. Alright. Where? Sorry. Alright. She wasn't eager. As I told you. Wasn't eager. So that's indicating what? That she is not willing to do anything. Alright. What else? She liked and admired Mr. Beebe, but hold on. The whole idea of the bathysphere made her extremely nervous. She was extremely what? Nervous. So I'm giving a description for her. Right or not? Yes. So it indicates what? She is what? I gave a trait. She is nervous. She is extremely nervous. And a bit claustrophobic. So I give two traits here. Right? Yes. Alright, what are one of her traits? She is nervous and claustrophobic. I'll explain this word now. But let's focus on the direct and the indirect characterization. So, made her bathysphere, made her extremely nervous and claustrophobic. Yes. So, it means she's what? That, alright, she's afraid. No, she's a bit not welcoming the idea, and that's, as I told you, direct characterization. Alright, let's go for the word claustrophobic. What does it mean by the word claustrophobic? Alright, when you're afraid of or scared of the closed places, any closed places, alright, you off you have a phobia of it, alright? It's called claustrophobic when you're afraid of closed places, right? Some people are afraid of um, heights. They are what? Acrophobic. Yes. Alright? But anyway, so she was nervous, alright, and a bit claustrophobic, which means that as a sort of characterization is direct characterization. Alright? Alright. One more thing. She wasn't eager. She wasn't, as I said, what? Remind me? She wasn't willing. She's not convinced. Willing, not willing. Hold on. Not willing. And not welcoming the idea that he's gonna be with, that they are, she should be within, that she should be within close place, and she's not welcoming that kind of idea. She doesn't welcome that, not welcoming the idea, right? Okay, once again. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to the second paragraph number 6, but within our next record. Alright? Thank you for listening, and I hope you got mostly everything.